Welcome to Ruston, Louisiana, Joe IA Stadium, home to the Bulldogs of Louisiana Tech. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Hilltoppers will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Louisiana Tech's offense will get the ball first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one, Dave.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he...
Oh, he's got some space. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. And the Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Back to pass, it's Grant. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Hooks. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Out of the gun. The running back has it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
The Hilltoppers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. To throw, it's Spire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Hilltoppers will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Dances away to buy time. He'll pull it down and run. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Makes the catch. It's hooked. Breaks into the open. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6.
Here we go.
Caught in the backfield. It's Lanier. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Getting set for the point after.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Chappelle. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He breaks a tackle. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Louisiana Tech is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking for a man. It's Byard. The short hands, it's Mitchell. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Oh, better look out! And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. And the Hilltoppers are marching down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the defense is there to stop him short of the 1st down.
The Hilltoppers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it! And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. Dropping back, it's Grant. Gets open down the middle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Louisiana Tech now has it in the red zone. They're testing the right side here. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Fires to the wideout. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the results of the play will stand. On first and goal, let's see what Louisiana Tech does. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw. He wants it all. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
And I like the alertness by this defense. First and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be brought down. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to...
Hits the afterburners. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Byard. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. Bounced off his feet. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Hilltoppers have pushed it inside the 20. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. To the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Valentine. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll run for it on third and short. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. To the air, it's Grant. He's going for it all. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Pulls it in. It's Valentine. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Makes the grab. It's Hooks. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lanier. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the red zone, looking for a space. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Ruston.
Louisiana Tech about to kick it off to start this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Chappelle. He's got a lot of confidence to bring that ball out of the end zone, but it didn't work out this time, out of bounds at the 16. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they...
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Bringing it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Gives it on the option. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it for a big play. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, WKU.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. He now has 108 yards rushing in this game and getting closer to 1,400 for the season.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game.
There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Turning it on! Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? The give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. The Hilltoppers will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
There he goes to the right. The 30. He's at the touchdown Bulldogs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to pass. It's Byard. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana Tech holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Looking for space. It's Valentine. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Creates a little room. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
There's so many of these read plays with quarterbacks because they're so smart and they're so athletic now. He makes the correct read, correct decision, goes and gets the 1st down, new set of downs. Great job by the quarterback. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to throw, it's Harbor. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
They boot it away on 4th down. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He gets a block. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. UConn looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've seen this offense look this crisp since the days of Dan Orlovsky.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
As a defensive lineman, let me tell you something. This is hunting season. This is when you pin your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback, and you can see it. They know it's pass, and they get to him again.
Buying some time. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the returner will be knocked down. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's...
There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go to the ground. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
And the Bulldogs are in the hurry-up. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll bring it out. It's Chappelle. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was